Okay, we are just about ready to load the car in the trailer here. Okay, we got some super intense winds right now. It's super sketchy. There's a big rig right over there, overturned. Oh my God, look at this. Holy shit. Holy shit. I'm inside a dust storm. This is the most snow we've had so far, that's for sure. Toasting the desert out here. We're approaching the New Mexico border up here somewhere. And we're in a bit of a blizzard, it looks like. On the phone with Jeff Jones here. Say hello, Jeff.
What's up, people?
Hey. Well, welcome to New Mexico here. Okay, it is freezing in here right now. Was gonna get on the road around 11 p.m. but Jeff Jones called me, told me that the roads were closed, so I stayed a few more hours. That unfortunately meant that the generator ran out of gas and the heater stopped working. So now it's like 30 degrees inside the trailer, which is not cool at all. I woke up and I was very cold. So I'm gonna go start the truck and see if the roads are open. We have a light dusting of snow here. It's freaking freezing. Let's get on the road. See how bad it actually is out there. I saw some trucks cruising down the highway, so it can't be that bad. Okay, conditions getting pretty sketchy here. Seen a couple big rigs jackknifed off the road, and I just had wheel spin. Okay, this stuff is getting thick here. The whole passing lane here is covered in snow, so I'm not going over there. Now we're in a total whiteout. Probably can't see, but it is literally white everywhere I'm looking. We're in somewhat of a blizzard here. This is not good. Road has turned completely to snow now. Sketch level has gone up. As you can see, it's a little cold out. Road is probably much like what I'm standing on. Conditions are rough. I see a snowplow out there. That's a good thing. Well, Mexico sure is pretty when it's snowing out. That train, the snow flurry behind it, it's pretty tight. I just talked to Officer Dan Brockett, and apparently the I-25, that's the big pothole, is pretty flat all the way to El Paso, so I'm probably going to cut south on I-25 here and try and get out of this snow. South on I-25 now, as you can see. This is going to add maybe 3 or 4 hours to my trip, but I think it's worth it to get out of the worst of the snow. Trailer collected a bit of ice there. See if I can kick that off here. There we go. That is crazy. Whole side of the trailer. See if we can get this one. All right. Okay, I just wanted to share this little moment of joy because it is now 35 degrees and I'm doing 68. Roads look great. It feels so good to be out of that shitty weather. Well, we're past El Paso now. We're heading towards I-20. Oh, that looks like a good place to get murdered. Mechanic shop. Looks like they ran out of room for the no trespassing. Getting on the road here. Temps are coming up. There's probably not any ice left on the road, so we're just gonna keep on keeping on. I don't think I've ever been so happy to see clean, dry road ahead of me. This is incredible. This is great. No wind, roads dry, no snow, no rain. The last 2 days have literally been a nightmare. Cruising along here, about 3 hours away from Fort Worth now. Oh, that was a bump. We made it. Real talk, that was the most stressful drive of my life. Okay, about to head over to the track right now. It is a chilly 43 degrees. 7:15 in the morning.
All right, well, we made it. Car is unloaded. We're about to get the right gear set in there and wait till about 10 a.m. till our first drivers meeting. It's a little cold out, as you can see. Getting ready to head out for the first practice session right now. Trying to get some heat in this thing.
The whole thing is bent is the problem. Like this is hitting the body, so this is for sure moved that way. Oh, that's me.
Issues out on track all day pretty much. We got the car running good and got the gearing right. We had our gears flipped the wrong way, so we flipped them the other way and got that going right, so we had our proper gearing. Then on initiation, I started to feel like either the diff was opening up or our fourth gear was failing. We're not quite sure yet. We just checked the diff fluid and it looks fine. We're about to check the trans fluid and take a look at that. Hopefully that's all good. Still don't know what's causing this issue, and hopefully we find it out. Until then.
So, dude.
Okay, we're here bright and early at Texas Motor Speedway here. And about to get to our driver's meeting. Kurtis and the guys showed up early to get the work done on the car, so it should be all ready to go. We just got to get over to the meeting and get out and get some practice in about an hour and head into competition this afternoon. So hopefully everything's all good. We throw out some good practice laps and the gearing's right, all that good stuff. Wish us luck. Hanging out here, top 32 is going down right now. We got done with our practice session about 30 minutes ago. The clutch is still slipping. It's getting kind of worse and worse, so we're going to clean off the clutch with some brake clean and see if that'll give us enough grip or enough bite to make our passes during competition. You know, we have a better chance of making top 8 if we just basically spray and pray and do it that way. So things are getting interesting over here.
Thank you for supporting my Coke habit.
Yeah, right. What are we doing here?
Nothing.
Nothing?
Nothing.
Well, we have a plan. Worked for Jeff Jones once. He worked for Brabham back in the 1960s. That's where we first saw it. Some old F1 footage. But if you pour Coca-Cola on a slipping clutch, it can help it stick. So we're going to clean out the clutch really well with brake clean and spray it off with Coke before each battle, and hopefully we have enough stick out of the clutch to make everything work. We will just have to see.
Here we
go. Andy Hateley, look at this. Old school, new school BMW. Andy Hateley initiates right into that first outside zone. Throwing it in past that first front clip. Both of them wrapping around the front clip. Now transitioning into that third outside zone to scoop. Ooh, Blake Olson takes all of the outside zone and he overcooks it. He gone. As Andy Hateley continues on, Blake shuts her down. Unfortunately for Bay Olson.
What we've seen from Andy Hateley this year is that when he's on, the car is very quick and fast, really hard to keep up with. He gets a good jump out of the chicane here. Look at the approach coming down the front straight. Nice little snap here, fills that outside zone, and then he's off like a rocket. Good transition from outside zone 1. And look at 2, he almost fills the entire thing. Now 3, he leaves some to be desired there, and that's where Olson gets caught up. Olson looked like he was expecting Hateley to go into that outside zone. Now, he does need to be moving close to Hateley wherever he goes on course, but you can't really fault him too much for expecting Hateley to go out to the part of the course that he is directed to go to. He just made a little bit of a mistake in not being able to adjust to Hateley, who did miss that outside zone. And
Andy Hateley in chase position. Blake needs to step up right now. He has that big mistake on that chase run. Good transition there from Blake. You see him make a massive correction there into that second outside zone. Now transferring into the third. That Works Achilles Tire BMW. Where's and Andy goes off. My goodness, guys. I mean,
that officially is the hardest part of the course now, right?
Like
you can't have that happen like 4 or 5 times.
No. But I think Blake might have an advantage here slightly, as Chris Ewell says one more time, as does Lontaine, and here we are, second battle. We're already going 2 one more times, buddy, or public attendance. Oh, it is. We are at, what? Wait. Okay, all right, here, we'll address that in a moment. Here we go. Andy Hateley, Blake Olson. Oh, Andy Hateley, big. No, that's not drifting, my friend, unfortunately for him. And Blake does not need to drift because Andy shut it down, but unfortunately, Hateley did shut it down. So that'll be a massive advantage there for Blake Olson. Ryan, right before we went, is Irwindale at? 21st, 22nd, that's right, here we go. All right, back at it again. Blake Olson, this is that Works BMW. Transitions through that sweeper. Let's see if Blake Olson can keep it sideways. Rubber meets the road. It brings in that final sweeper. Looks like Blake Olson from Las Vegas will get the win. Unfortunately for Andy Hateley, that mistake there on that first run was over before it even began.
Well, as usual, nothing goes to plan. Spraying coke on the clutch worked for the first session. We went on to one more time, and on my lead run, the clutch slipped on entry, and that was that. The trailer is ready to go. Super stoked for my buddy Jeff Jones, making top 4 yesterday. Almost took 3rd place. Awesome job from him and his team. What is it, buddy? Is it time to go? Off into the sunset we go. Westward bound. Good morning. Just woke up at a rest stop here, maybe 100 miles south of Amarillo. Maybe a little bit closer, actually. I'm not 100% sure. Warm up here by the oven because it is 39 degrees out there. Well, all loaded up here, ready to hit the road to New Mexico, the land of enchantment, eastern New Mexico. Let's head on in Flagstaff. Have me a pepperoncini first. And we are entering Arizona. One more to go. Whew. Good morning, Flagstaff.
Hello, Golden here. Not too bad. He just lasted the whole night.
Hey.
Yo.
Yeah.
Where you at?
No problem.
It's cracking. Blowout. Luckily I got good friends here to pull off with me here. Let's get that changed out. It's almost like the hot pits of Formula Drift. The Achilles rig just pulled up way down there.
I think everybody except me. Reader had a blowout, 2 tires, I guess, last night. He had a blowout fucking right before Flagstaff.
Yep.
Luckily, I'm checking my tire.
Tire change, pressure's checked. Jeff Jones and Kyle Mohan Racing here in tow. Quick stop here near the California border. You done yet?
This the front one's like 150.
Yeah.
And this one's 130.
Caravan cruising out. You ready? Let's do it. Well, now 91 degrees, which is a new high for this trip. Again, the low was 19 degrees in Sky City, New Mexico. Pretty crazy how much the temperature flipped over the last week. And we are crossing the Colorado River into California. Caught the train crossing the bridge with us here. We have made it back to the greater Los Angeles area. Cruising through Pasadena right now. Racing more trains. Amtrak this time. Made it home all good. Jeff Jones made it. Kyle Mohan made it. All on our last spare. We all had blowouts in Arizona this morning, so good thing we all made it all good. We caravanned all the way back, and we're good. Made it, unloaded, ready to go. Gonna get a new clutch in this thing and get it ready for Irwindale. Other than that, see you guys next time.